I just want to address the court today, and, you know, I'm not here to dispute anything. I'm just here to be a man and take responsibility and express my feelings about was, you know, this whole situation. You know, that's what I plan on doing.
Okay. And how do you feel? What?
I feel very remorseful, you know. This is a terrible situation. It's been a traumatic experience. You know, to the victim's family, you know, I want to send my deepest condolences and my, you know, I understand that it's hard losing a child, a best friend, a brother, a cousin, and for that I just cannot say sorry enough, you know. I feel terrible about the situation, but I'm a firm believer that God can use anything for good that the devil wanted for bad. And so I am grateful for the people I've met, for the lessons that I've learned, for just this experience in general, because it's one that I'll never forget. And it's
Oh, we know you'll never forget it because you go spend the rest of your natural life in jail, in the penitentiary. And let this be a lesson to the children, right? Like with all this street shit and just nonsense. And trust me, when I tell you this young man was clearly manipulated by these horrific rap lyrics and all that street music, which has done more harm to our community and put more black bodies in the ground than a comedian at a roast. Just remember that. I want y'all to, you know, listen.
going to shape the rest of my life.
Sounds like there's that saying, it's kind of cheesy, but you make lemons out of lemonade or whatever. Make
Lemonade out of lemons.
That's good. I heard LeVar ride bikes with no seat. I do. I'm gay, nigga. You didn't know I was gay? What the fuck? This nigga.
Somehow, I obviously don't make lemonade, but it sounds to me like you are going to try and make the best of a bad situation. Does that sound about right?
Of course.
And are you going to continue to do that?
Of course. I'm going to try to, you know, continue a humble life.
Nigga, you about to be a woman. This nigga's about to be a woman in the penitentiary. Let me tell you how this gonna happen. When this young man goes to jail for the rest of his life, you know, and they're not gonna just take it from him, right? They gonna mack him down in the joint. It's gonna be one of them old school cats. Hey, it's gonna be all right. Hey, you gonna get a lot of this. It's gonna be all right. I got you a honey bun. You want this honey bun? And he gonna fall for the honey bun. He gonna think he got a friend. And it's a matter of time. Because this boy is clearly not ready to go to the penitentiary. You can look, he got the turtleneck on. Listen, they gonna take his ass. It's a wrap.
Righteous life, you know, try to do the right things at all times, and, you know.
Will you apprise yourself? We've heard about some, courses.
You know, if I'm him, I'm not doing all this. Like, bro, you got the rest of your life in jail. I'm talking all kind of shit. I'm trying to get the death penalty. I'm just gonna be honest. I take me the fuck out, cause it's over. You're never gonna see parole, nothing, bro.
And programs and things that you can get involved with to stay busy in prison. Is that something that you plan to do?
Yeah, so hearing Raul's testimony was, the first glimpse that I have of, what
I think the prisoners they gonna be fighting over this nigga in jail.
prison it could be like. I want to stay as busy as possible, stay away from bad apples.
Oh, you gonna be busy. You gonna be busy.
I want to keep a job, get into programs, try to get into any vocational things I can do, try to keep my.
This nigga act like he going to college. He talking like he going to college, man.
Record clean to go to the best incentivized things and have visits with my family, and I just want to just stay out the way, you know. Just want to make everything.
Oh, you gonna stay out the way. You gonna stay out the way.
It's a nigga. Them niggas in jail looking at this nigga now. I don't know what jail he going to. Well, there's somebody. That's mine right there. That's mine. He for me. This is fucked
Peaceful
up.
as can be.
Oh, this is so sad. But this is unfortunately life. Life consists of consequences. The young man got to pay the cost. You got to pay the price, man. It's too late. It's too late.
Age, physical abilities, things like that.
And look at this. Now this is like
Based on Mr.
I couldn't do this. Now look at this. This is him on the stand. Boy, could have, man.
Based on Mr. Gaithright's age, physical abilities, things like that, do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes, with my experience, not only just in classification, but as former warden and even as a jail administrator. He's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them.
This nigga is about to be a slave. I mean, this is so dark. This looks like something from the early 1600s. Like they just auctioned him off to be a slave in Florida. Let me tell you something. If there are any children, well, I'm sure there ain't no children, but if there are any young people that see this, please, please, I beg of you, let this be a lesson. Let this be a lesson.
Since they are young and actually can do the work.
And I know we talk about life without parole and death row, but for our jurors' education, in Florida, what does a life sentence without parole mean?
A life sentence in the Florida Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number, and when he dies and leaves in a body bag, he will still have that inmate number. An inmate serving life will never, ever get out. There is no parole in the state of Florida, and they're not ever allowed outside the razor wire and the fence of a secure facility.
Woo! Woo! Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Look at now. This is when I guess he's just not realizing how bad he done fucked up. Did you hear that? Let's go back. And this is painful for me to roast him like this because, you know what I mean, my son is light-skinned and shit. Boy could be my son. Let me see. Just listen to that. Do you know how dark that just sounded?
The fence.
Let's go back. Look at this.
Inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number, and when he dies and leaves in a body bag, he will still have that inmate number. An inmate serving life will never, ever get out. There is no parole in the state of Florida, and they're not ever allowed outside the razor wire and the fence of a secure facility.
So the only way that an inmate serving life without parole would leave is when they die by natural causes.
Man, the good thing he didn't get double life. Because that mean like if he died, they become reincarnated. They had to take him back again. This is so tragic. And I'm doing this as a lesson. And this is why, too, I think as a community, we need to be more mad at a lot of these lyrics and this music and this demonic-ass music these children are listening to, where they become brainwashed. And even though this guy is from a good home, this is the route he decided to take, only to be cool. He just wanted to be cool. He wanted to fit in. Because a lot of times, like, they have light-skin complex and shit, and they want to be, like, so real, bro. You know what I mean?
Convinced this were you remorseful?
Let me see. What up, Jay Stu? I see you. Let's take a look. That is the lawyer breaking him back down.
Were you remorseful as you were running back with that AR-15 in your hands?
Like I said, I try to remember nothing from that night.
Was it traumatic to you as you went back to the car with that AR-15?
I'm going to be honest with y'all. If I committed this type of violence, you know what I mean, and they got me on a life sentence, you've clearly lost. So I'm not about to sound remorseful in any type of way. I just want to be taken out as quickly as possible.
15, was it still smoking? Was it still warm in your hands from firing it?
Sustain the objection.
Were you feeling remorse as you were getting back into the Impala?
Like I said, I just try to focus on today and moving forward.
You dropped the Impala, the one that had all of these shooters in it, the one that was utilized in this murder, that was such a vital cog in this plan. You dropped it at your grandmother's house in Auburndale, didn't you?
I'm here to testify about today.
Are you going to answer that question, or are you going to avoid it? Because that's not what I asked what you were doing here today. I think we all understand what you're here to do today, what you're testifying about. I'm asking you specifically about your remorse. Were you remorseful when you dropped that car off and left it at your grandmother's house in Auburndale?
I did go to my grandmother's house.
Were you feeling remorse when you hugged her and got into the 4Runner and left her with the Impala after you wiped it down?
Sir, I'm just telling you that today I would like to express my remorse to the family and to the court.
I understand what you're trying to do today. I'm asking you, since you're trying to convince this jury that you're remorseful, were you feeling remorse that next day or later that day?
I don't remember these days in detail, how I was feeling, what I was thinking.
What about later that night when you went to Orlando? Were you feeling remorse when you were out partying at Club Parlay, celebrating what you had done that day?
That was my sister's birthday party.
What did you feel any remorse while you were drinking Don Julio tequila and putting that in your video and throwing gang signs?
I'm here to testify about today, sir. We've all seen the evidence. We've all reviewed.
See, that's when I just turn up and say, hell no, I'm glad I took him out. You know what I mean? You might as well just go on and just die with your boots on at this point. You know, because nothing you say is going to get you out of the system, out of the situation. So you might as well just go down, man, in the ball of flames. Because being nice like this, I know he got his turtleneck on with his waves, got a fresh cut. This is not reducing any of this time.
Mr. Chance, it's not time for you now to make speeches. You've politely answered your counsel's questions. Can you not answer the state's questions? Is there something about my question you don't understand?
I was getting to
I'm sorry, Mr. Gaithright. I called you Mr. Chance. Excuse me.
I was getting to my answer. Like I said, I've seen all the evidence.
Well, we've all seen all the evidence.
Yes,
right?
sir. That's true.
And after all that evidence came in, and this jury based their true verdict on that, convicting you, now you're taking accountability? Is that correct?
Sustain the objection.
Lord have mercy. Oh, this young man just threw it all away, bro. This is sad. This has to be a cautionary tale. And I would hope and pray that this young man, the youth need to go see this boy. If you got a child that's doing wrong, they need to go talk to this boy and let this boy tell him, like, bruh, this is not what you want. This is not what you want. Because when I tell you, they don't play that shit in Florida, boy. They have a whole, the Florida prison system, man, something different. Because I know they got the for-profit prisons. Bro about to be a slave. It's sad, man.
Were you
And I'm looking at the shootout. I don't know if I could show it on here, but it's sad. It's sad what they did, man. It's very, very sad. Yeah, I want to show y'all something too. How he grew up. Let me see if they got that for me.
And I'm going to show you 4.
I don't like. What's the purpose of this? What is the purpose of this? Like, how do you? Like, look at this. You can find this stuff on YouTube, bro. It's all on YouTube.
And I'm going to show you 4G. This looks like maybe a holiday.
Yeah, that was Thanksgiving.
Look at this boy as a child. Look at that. This boy could literally be my son. Look at that. Look at that. That boy wasn't never built for this shit. That boy wasn't never built for this life, for this horrible, horrific decision. This is about trying to fit in, trying to be cool. And I know, like, you know, you grew up in a community, certain communities and shit, like, you try to fit in, you know, you like a circle trying to fit into a square cube, or a square trying to fit into a circle, and he crashed out, man.
Living at my grandma's house.
What makes you giggle?
Just the fact that he used to do stuff like this with me, like he wouldn't do this for anybody else. He wouldn't sit here and pose like that or just be silly. We call it the white girl pose.
This nigga about to be a baddie in jail. Shit.
Looks like he's reading to a baby that probably isn't old enough to carry yet, huh?
Yeah. Aww.
How would he help you with your baby?
Like if I needed to take a shower or like get something to eat, he would just hold them for me and just let me do what I had to do, and I would come back whenever I was finished.
You know, you said that you've always been with your brother since, you know, he was born, and you guys moved around a lot together.
Yes.
How's it been without having him around to help you?
It's been hard. Being a mom, I don't really think about it as much as I know I feel it, just because I'm always doing something to take care of the kids. But like when I sit back and I really think about...
You know, the crazy thing is this boy grew up in a good home. That's the crazy part. He grew up in a good home. You can see he's a loving kid. But I would love to get under the hood to see where did it unravel? Where?
When I think about what's going on,
Okay.
I just miss my brother.
Will you, do you still maintain a relationship today?
Mm-hmm.
You're able to talk to him and communicate?
Yep.
And will you continue to do that?
Of course.
And hopefully in whatever way possible, could he still be involved in your kids' lives and be an uncle?
Of course.
You have a moment?
Yes.
I'll pass the witness.
Okay. Questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is so sad. Like, bruh, what the fuck? Why? Why? Just why? What was the goal in eliminating this young man? Like, why? No, I think the young man, Julio had peed on a grave or something, and they came back to get vengeance. But this is unreal. This is unreal. Don't cry now, bruh. Shit. And this is why you kids, you gotta be crying like this when you pull that pistol out. When you get ready to go on that mission. This is how you have to be thinking. Because then people gonna come get you. They coming. We live in society is so technologically advanced. AI is watching. It's a camera everywhere. People got cameras in glasses, cameras on Teslas, cameras everywhere. Flock cams on the highway. You're not beating this shit, man. It's just not gonna happen. I hate this for the young man. However, this is just what it is. This is what it is, y'all.
Your daughter.
Lorna Allen.
Now he's got his grandmama up there. She pleading for this boy's life. Lord have mercy.
Lorna Allen. Lorna Allen. Last name Allen.
And Miss Allen, just make sure you speak up into that microphone, okay, so everybody can hear you and the court reporter can take down everything that you're saying.
Okay.
What is your relationship to Sean Gaithright, ma'am?
He's my grandson.
Okay. Are you his mother is your daughter, I assume?
Yes, she is.
And were you involved? We've heard a couple stories. Were you involved in Mr. Gaithright's upbringing at all?
Yes, during visits, and when he was younger, when he was maybe a toddler, he spent a couple months with Lorna Allen. Lorna Allen. Last name Allen.
And Miss Allen, just make sure you speak up into that microphone, okay, so everybody can hear you and the court reporter can take down everything that you're saying.
Okay.
What is your relationship to Sean Gaithright, ma'am?
He's my grandson.
Okay. Are you his mother is your daughter, I assume?
Yes, she is.
And were you involved? We've heard a couple stories. Were you involved in Mr. Gaithright's upbringing at all?
Yes, during visits, and when he was younger, when he was maybe a toddler, he spent a couple months with Lorna Allen.
Poor grandmama, man. Damn. This is the saddest shit. It's so sad. It's so sad. These kids got to learn. He probably would have got away with it if he was in like Chicago or Florida. I mean, Chicago or California. He probably would have got away. It's just unreal, man. It's unreal. Sean Gaithright. Ooh, when he get in that cell and have to begin his life. Well, he's a young and strong boy. I don't believe we should be put to death. We could put him out there in the fields. If we could put him out there, since we have an aging prison population, we could definitely use him on the chain gang for labor for the rest of his natural life. That boy's got good teeth on him. He got good back. We can definitely use him out there in that hot-ass Florida sun, bro. I mean, I would not want life. Don't give me life. Take my ass out. Take me out. No, I'm cool. I'm cool on that, bro. Oh, my God. Look at this. Let's go over this. Okay. That was very sad, but we about to transition, and right now we're going to just go through some topics here. There's some topics that I see and I find interesting. And also, too, guys, if any of y'all live in Texas, I'm going to be at the Arlington